Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game 2 between LFY and ig.Vitality. That was a short break, and the players are back and ready. Steven, I hope you're still holding up okay. We might get ourselves another 30-minute game, though, if LFY is playing the way that they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, they took that game one, like, so well. Everything was just going their way. They made very, very little mistakes, in my opinion.
So one thing I've been mentioning is that these bans against LGD has been standard. You ban out Sand King because they have a very high win rate with it, and you ban Banny because Xiaowei's been kind of running this roaming support. But I almost want to say that you just give him the bounty, because I don't think LGD could have that kind of explosive game with a support like bounty. Would you agree or disagree?
I mean, he kind of did the same thing a bounty would be doing, but on Bane. Like,
well, Bane has more tools to do that. I think Bane's more destructive in the main game than a bounty would. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. But I think you just draft around it. If you're playing Ricky or bounty, you just get the information you need and draft the heroes that can actually make the kills happen. Since you don't, like you said, you don't have that toolkit Bane has.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure whether the Chinese teams are agreeing or disagreeing with this, but Rubik first phase pick, and it's always after an OD. Is this a new quote-unquote counter? Or at least, make it a little bit awkward? This is the third time in a row, right?
Do you think the reasoning is just that they can make it? It's so easy to steal Astral, right? Because there's only one of two spells. It's either Astral or you steal his ulti.
Right.
And by stealing Astral, you have that super defensive or offensive ability.
Sure.
Maybe.
I mean, it's also an extra stun that OD has to worry about. Which might not be saying a lot, but it's like, it feels like support Ds, they just don't have stuns. Like, look at Shadow Demon, look at Oracle. These heroes are picked, and we got Nyx.
They don't take Oracle. They just go Rubik and Nyx. And both, like you said, both of the Rubik, supposedly OD counter, and then Nyx, one of the standard OD counters.
Yeah, I don't think Rubik is a counter, but I don't know. I think having Astro on your side is just a super effective spell.
I mean, no field does remove a fair portion of his ulti damage as well.
Sure.
And that Astral damage as well.
I think Lanham today was pipe first on Rubik. It was just like, yep, team is tanking.
Like 60% magic resist.
Yeah, for the whole team. Insane. Anyways, second pick here for OD. We're gonna run back for the Earth Spirit. So, how do you feel about Earth Spirit? Because he used to be a point where he was the top meta pick. Why do you think he isn't anymore? What has changed for the hero or the scene around him?
I mean, the biggest thing about his nerf was that
speed?
Kick speed. Yeah, it's so slow now. You can definitely sidestep it. I think that's the biggest thing that made him a little weaker, because you could hide in the trees or on the sidelines and just initiate by kicking a rock. And it's such a powerful tool.
Was it
so slow? You need to set up.
Was it the kick or the row? I thought the row got nerfed. Did I remember this wrong?
Pretty sure it's the kick. The kick ball, the kick speed thing.
Okay.
I don't even know the exact numbers, but it dropped like incredibly low, almost 40% or something like that. I don't know the exact values, but it was very, very significant.
Yeah, I do remember seeing it pre-nerf, and then after nerf, like you could noticeably tell the difference. We do see the Darkseer being taken out immediately, because generally, at least in the Chinese scene, the combination that you see a lot is the Earth Spirit Darkseer combination. Great for early kill setups, as well as for that amazing team fight. So, yeah. Standard stuff. Lifesteal being taken out. Interesting. Now, earlier today, we saw, I think, Garter on Team Ehome play the Nyx as a support. So far, we're going to default it to a offlane Yao Nyx assassin, but if we see a Slardar pop up for him, we're going to quickly change gears for the Nyx.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest strengths for Nyx, I feel, at the moment, is just that it's you kind of have to guess. You can't exactly just immediately place him at a lane. He can be a support. I mean, we've seen him run in the mid lane as well.
Yeah.
And then you have the standard off lane. Although to be fair, I think it was Miracle who played a mid lane Rubik as well, but definitely not as often.
Well,
As
here's the
the
thing
Nyx
though.
Assassin.
With the Nyx Assassin position that you were mentioning, it's like, yes, he can do those other roles, but it's just not that good. You know, it's like it's almost like a plan B. Like you don't draft him with the expectation of going mid. This guy you draft him with the expectation of going mid against an OD.
Oh, is he? Are they gonna go Drow? I wonder why. I'm actually very curious as to why they're all ignoring Drow. I think if you have the sniper here, you can beat the OD because this is the lane winner against OD, and then you can just pick Drow.
All right, let me be devil's advocate here. Why do you even need Drow? Like if your lanes are going well,
5 seconds.
I think just by having Drow, it makes it a lot easier for your sniper to itemize because you just have enough damage because of Drow. So
right?
you can
Right.
buy all those utility items to survive and position yourself and just kill everyone from a ridiculous range.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of snipers' kit in terms of items, it kind of does both, right? Look at Dragonlance, survivability damage, Yasha, survivability damage. So, well, we're gonna see Silencer being picked up here. I'm not exactly sure for what. Not exactly a lot of things he's countering,
There might be something they have in mind to pick afterwards.
like Enigma.
No, because a lot of the times when you pick Silencer, you either pair it up with something that's pretty much guaranteed going to initiate for your team. Like, for example, if you have a Bat Rider,
Sure.
you lasso someone, you pull them back to you, you global, and then their entire team can't do anything.
All right, we're gonna see some push. You know what's good against this team? Freaking Centaur. You just go at him
Oh, like you just stampede, run in,
and
fight?
global. Yeah, Stampede global. Like, don't you just win a fight?
That's okay. That's a good point. That's another kind of initiation type of thing. You just run in global, and they have to try to run away from you.
Right, but they can't because it's freaking a sniper and a Pugna. Okay, Pugna runs pretty fast, but I don't know. That's maybe going a little bit too hard.
All right, maybe we're gonna see another carry Pugna here, and they pick something like Tidehunter.
Yeah, I like it.
You got that. You got that beefy Tidehunter protecting your somewhat squishy supports, or not supports, your backline.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is their initiator. You hook in, you global, everyone just fights on top of the
Right.
But I don't know. I don't really like this as much as the Bat Rider or something like that, because you can potentially get countered by
Hurricane Pike.
Force Staff reposition. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the Bat Rider itself might not be so good because of Nyx, but I hear you, like a Bat Rider-esque hero. Or did you just mean Bat Rider specifically?
There's like other heroes you can do it with.
Okay. Ooh, they take out the Spectre as well, which makes sense, right? Because they could get on top of you quite fast.
Yeah. I mean, there's like other heroes. You can do it with Axe. You can do it with Slardar. I think those heroes are capable of doing it as well.
10 seconds to go.
I'm still saying
Whether
it.
it's a blink stun or a blink call, then you just global, everyone goes in. And whoever is stunned or called is pretty much going to die, and then you just back up, reset, wait for cooldowns.
Radiant's pick.
Safe lane Centaur, let's go. No, I don't think the Chinese has ever done a safe lane Centaur. Dude, Centaur return is so good against this team. They have no strength. They could never attack him.
10 seconds to go.
Debatable.
5 seconds.
I mean, the only person who's gonna right click him is Sniper.
Okay. Well, same idea. Ability to run in, disrupt the team fight. All right, Sniper's Force Staff just got a little bit worse as well with the pounce. So I gotta say, ig.V has a kind of well thought out draft. But the last time I said that, they also got crushed. So
10 seconds to go.
Drow Ranger.
Okay, so they did go for the Drow.
yeah. But ig.V's draft is very capable of dealing with the Drow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's why people kind of ignore the Drow. It's one of those heroes that's been played out so many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pretty much had 100% ban pick rate in the last month or so, and I'm pretty sure all the teams that have been playing it have practiced against it a lot, and I think a lot of them have formulated a strategy to deal with this. So people kind of stop banning it, and if people do pick it, they're ready for it.
All right, I have to say that if the first 10 minutes does not go well for LGD, I could see them just totally flopping this game because their team is so squishy. There's no HP on any of these guys. I mean, Nyx is your tankiest hero.
Seconds to go.
And you have no frontliner, you kind of just have to siege, and you have to withstand a clockwork hook initiation, a global silence with a Slark backstabbing you. And there's also OD, so they have to position themselves like a god. We'll see if they're able to do so.
Well, after seeing their first game, I believe in them.
Okay.
Get ready.
And I mean, like it's like I said, with the Drow, you can build much more utility and survivability on the sniper, and pretty much everyone else. Like, everyone just needs to survive. They'll definitely always have the damage they need as long as Drow Ranger's alive.
So, like, how would you change the sniper build, item build wise, this game? Now that he's got a Drow.
A Drow.
Yeah. You still get the Hurricane Pike.
You
right?
still get. I think you still get Hurricane Pike because you're against the Clockwork, and then after that you could probably get.
I mean, you still
something
get
like
Yasha.
Body. Yeah, you can, like the thing about sniper is that if you build into Manta, Hurricane Pike, you really don't have that much damage. But if you have a Drow,
Seconds to go.
then
Okay.
you know you get the utility out of those items, and you're still gonna dish out a crap load of damage.
I hear you. Well, looks like we might actually see a fight for the first minute rune. Dire definitely thinks they can win the fight. And they're gonna just default like Clockwork, take the top rune. Okay. Angela will be happy about that one. And here we go.
The game
All the L5 rushes down and they will just get it. Nice.
Yeah, LFI have very strong level 1.
Yeah, Shrapnel is, you don't mess around with that spell.
be good.
Well, more importantly is you to deal with the Drow armor, aura. Everyone gets extra damage. It's pretty difficult to fight into that.
Okay. Have you actually seen this lane in action? The OD versus
Nyx
Sniper?
Pugna? Oh, you're talking about OD Sniper.
Yeah.
I mean, you just right-click him to death from far away. He can never astral you because you outrange him so hard.
Especially once Take Aim is leveled up.
Yeah. He went for headshot level 1.
Ooh, the roll is going to come in and misses. It looks like the astral range again, super low and unable to actually grab super. Meanwhile, the bottom side, like you said, it is going to be a Pugna Nyx. Not exactly the standard lane that you see in pro game, but looks like it's doing quite alright, forcing out Salve on Paparazzi. Second roll in, not going to hit here. And he's going to have to get zone back.
Yeah, I think they realize that this lane is gonna get pretty difficult for OD as the levels progress on super. So they're just trying to help him as much as they can.
Yep. I mean, just the fact that the Earth Spirit is here is going to have to make Super somewhat afraid, right? The road's going to hit here. I think they get the kill. Shrapnel's going to come down. They still have an Astro ready. They will Astro, reposition them outside, and I think should be killed. The ports are coming in. I feel like that port was a little bit late, but no, maybe perfect time to bait them commit a little bit more, and they get a counter kill. Sorry I ever doubted you, LPC. Just the right time.
More like, sorry you ever doubted super. He probably planned that all out. He's like, wait, don't TP yet.
Not now. Okay,
Give
go.
him a little more time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, another Rowan coming in, but Super's 4 HP again.
And he just keeps dodging it.
Yeah.
Dude, he's owning this mid lane. He's wasting so much of their time.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
dog
and
fights.
he's stuck.
Yeah, LPC's not going to chase him. Courier is going to come through. You know, I am surprised that he did not go for boots, but he went for another Wraithman, just for more harass. Interesting.
Alright, I like this. I mean, look at Sniper. He does 73 damage.
Alright.
Oh, they kill Slark.
How did that happen? I'm sorry for missing that one out, but I guess a ton of right clicks. Decryptify into a stun, I suppose. Top lane looks like in July working a little bit here, but not gonna happen.
Dude, Drow Aura. Pugna, even Pugna. Pugna does 71 damage. This is a lot of damage for support.
Yeah. I mean, he out damages the Slark, I imagine, who's only hitting for 60 right now. Kind of a big pull on the left side here. Paparazzi thinks about clearing it up, but really can't.
I mean, he's level 2, Lumi. He's not clearing anything.
He doesn't even have a Dark Pack yet.
Doesn't even have Dark Pack. What are you going to clear?
Dude, I imagine level 3, or minute 3, you should be at level 3 at least, sometimes even 4. But they're just shutting him down.
And Xiaowei just keeps using this to deny the creeps.
Looks like a little bit of pulling is happening on the Radiant side as well, but Xiaowei will continue to pull like you mentioned. Wait, did Yao pull it down to the river just so they could go for that pull? I think that was...
Yeah. Yeah, he was just redirecting the creeps.
That is the plays right there. Alright, Paparazzi says, I want to hit some creeps. You will try to aggro them away, but you can't because they stick to the neutrals. Oh, when the blast.
God, this is so much stuff. Both creep waves on this
Who's last hitting better? I think Xiaowei's got himself at least one of the big creeps, so he's happy. Sniper is only the mid lane. He's got double Wraith Band. Him for what, 80 damage now? Got boots.
Man, poor Dogfights. He's missed like every single roll. Is he gonna die here? No, he's not gonna die.
Well, the only time he hit his row, he died. So maybe it's better that he's missing his rolls.
I mean, he's wasting a lot of time in the middle lane by doing this.
By the way, is this a BZZ set? Oh, they're trying to get a lift. LPC does get the lift back, but here comes Dogfights in a very good position. Oh no!
Oh, he didn't get his regen off.
Oh, Super Fairy Fire! He's gonna be fine! I think they made a mistake.
Man,
OD astraled himself. I think he should have just manned out the fight.
No. Okay, so this was his idea. He wanted to regen and astral him at the same time so that he would start regening in his astral.
Okay.
But the shrapnel canceled it before he got into the astral.
So you mean bottle up, or was it salvo?
That bottle, yeah.
Okay.
No, it was a regen rune.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so he wanted to get his regen rune running while he was astral, but shrapnel just canceled it immediately, and he just came out with no life.
So he went for the MLG play, but did not work out.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good idea.
Okay.
For sure.
Xiaowei is going to swing around. Looks like Clockwork finds himself a kill on the Drow Ranger up top, but that is to be expected.
He did use Astral as well. This could be a kill.
Yeah, but they don't have a disable. LPC a little bit slow. LPC going for the Tranquil Boots. I really like it this game. It definitely has set up some of the kills, at least on the mid lane.
Well, they managed to kill off Drow earlier, too.
Yep. And that was pre-hook, so nicely done.
Yeah. Earth Spirit had more success in the off lane than he did in the mid lane. Should have just stayed.
Now we're gonna set up one more kill.
They're diving him again.
There's no rock here,
so
so
he didn't drop a rock.
Yeah, he's gonna get gusted back.
Oh,
Tower's focusing on him. He's gonna go down. LPC did pour it in as well, so I'm not even sure whether they were gonna get the kill, even if you rocked, but definitely would have made a show for it. Bottom lane, Paparazzi got stunned. The blast will miss, but they are doing a sufficient job to harass and delay that level 6. However, once he does get the level 6, he should be okay in this lane. Paparazzi leap on cooldown. He will get rid of the Decryptify. Just look at the amount of harass and stun. They're going hard for him. The teleportation is going to come through. Another blast is going to wear down Paparazzi. Paparazzi really wanted this ward, and Xiaowei somehow has a buttload of mana. Okay, assassinate. From the left side, gets a kill. Dogfight now needs to run away somehow, but Ho Ho Ha Ha finds him. He's going to kick. Okay, Super. Looks like he will be able to get himself out. And now Super is in an awkward spot. But... And look at how hard this team is going. They never buff Pugna's blast mana cost, right? Wait, I think I lost Aosin. Wait, I'm gonna just cast, because there's some fights happening. Oh, Clockwork Cook finds Super, and now Super in a lot of trouble. Yeah, that's going to be definitely a kill. The question is, how many more are they going to get? Paparazzi moving forward. See Xiaowei. I think that shall be it. All right, let's... Oh, looks like Steven blue screened. All right, we'll wait for him to come back. Meanwhile, I'll do a little bit of solo casting. Well, we do see the Clockwork pick actually is working out, at least to a certain extent. But maybe, Super gets caught, gets lifted, and look at how quickly they kill him. Just like 3 right clicks, a couple from LPC, and they get him dead. Normally, you want to be going for Arcane Boots on Rubik, but this game he's really playing as an initiator. And I Alright, so Rubik thought that OD was gonna get the rune. I think if he took the haste rune, they get a kill there. But a little bit of miscommunication between him and Super. Yao in the mid lane, and with all the craziness, I don't think ig.V is prepared for a mid backstab. Yao's gonna walk right in, and that's gonna be a kill. Impale is followed through. Oh, and they're gonna even spike him up, and the close range assassinate. Easy kill. Again, LFY, 2-8. Uh-oh, top lane though, Monet might be a little bit trouble. What a cog! There was some next level range on that cog though. Monet's gonna be dead. He's gonna try to fight Super. He will deal some damage now. LPC being slowed up as well. He will. Okay, the stun is gonna be there. The roll's gonna get missed. No teleport support. And comes very, very late. Pops a smoke as well. Here comes Yao. It does hit on the impale, but mana burn not gonna be enough. Oh, Spike with the kill. Yao with the plays. What?
Radiant's mid towers get banged.
That is absolutely insane. I did not expect him to do. I didn't even know you could do that. Wow. That was a good spike. Back in the mid lane, Super dropping super low. He's gonna get Astraled. I think he's dead, right? There's no way he survived that. Nice gust back here by Monet. And Sakata can't really do anything. And he will just go down. Yes, ig.V is finding some opportunities with this clock, but they need to do more. Seems like every time a clock gets a kill, we see LFY getting a couple of kills elsewhere. And all the meanwhile, Xiaowei getting himself a little bit more mana, more push, and he is about to take down this tier 1 bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower
We need like one more blast. And bang. Easy tier 1. Now, when we saw Sylar play Pugna, he went for a Aether Lens. We'll see if Xiao is going to go for the Aether Lens himself. It is a fairly expensive build. And Force Staff is really nice against In July. In July, it's going to get stunned up, lifted up immediately. Not exactly perfect chain stun, but they have enough. Assassinate from downtown. And Super, because of all these assassinates, has got themselves a ton of kills. 5, 2, and 2. Looks like we are going to see the Dragonlance. Surprised to see not a Ring of Aquila just yet, but looks like Ring of Aquila is on the Drow Ranger, so you don't need it. Double Dragonlance for the push. Not that they have it yet, but it is a Drow lineup after all. And more importantly, Clockwork died right before using his hook shot. So that means they're not really afraid. I think that's the reason why LFY is actually being so aggressive with the push. They know that Clockwork hook shot is down for at least like 40 more seconds. Does have a very long cooldown early on. And there's that blast, gets a kill. Shrapnel sees a lot more vision. On the back line though, looks like Paparazzi kills the courier. Looks like he will kill the ward as well, so big pick off. I do believe Aeolison is back. I think. Fight's not over yet. Yeah, you are back. I hear you. Alright, fight's on the way here. Yao gets found by In July, and Global Silence will come out. And Astro's going to save himself from the stun. Yao is going to get gone on by Paparazzi, but they don't want to fight into that ward. Kick is going to hit on Yao. As LFY is going for a little bit more. But one thing that LFY is weak on is the fact that they can't actually chase that well, especially once Nyx Assassin has used all of his abilities. So they'll back up. They got the tower. They got a couple kills. Very happy with them backing off. Steven, are you back? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just loading back into the game.
Okay.
Alright, fill me in. What did I miss?
Alright, so Clockwork's been doing a lot. He's been setting up a lot of kills, but unfortunately it's only Clockwork that's doing kills. And we do see Dragonlance up on both Sniper and the Drow Ranger. They've been maintaining their kind of hyper early aggression play. They don't have a kind of pushing support. Never mind, excuse me. They do have a pushing support. And they also have the Drow Sniper combo. So they've been just mowing down early towers. And I think right now they are going mid. So very similar to game 1 in the pacing of the game. Just very aggressive, very fast from LFY. Are you back in the
looking
game?
at their lineup. No, I'm still loading in.
Okay.
But looking at their lineup, it's one of those lineups that you really do need to get the levels and items in order to fight them. Like, I think the Stark was pretty much not farming at all in the bottom lane. And until he gets the items up, there's no way he can walk into that lineup because he's just going to die if he tries to go in on them.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Yao missing the spike a bit. If he did get the spike off, most likely they did get the kill. But the Sniper Shrapnel coming in, so nice pick off here. Xiaowei being caught without a teleport. Because he could have easily decrypted himself and poured it out there.
Oh, good.
Alright, Ailson has rejoined us.
Alright, I'm finally back in.
Dyer's
Yep.
mid towers having
7 to 11.
Yeah, and LFY continue to push. There's a port in, that's an OD. Ooh, Clockwork Hook, is that from behind? Yes, they found In July, and now In July's trapped in there. Meanwhile, Dogfight's also coming from behind. That's a big win here
huge
for
combo.
ig.V, and they do get 3 immediately. They'll get 4. Clockwork, that was the correct pick, and he is playing it like a G. Didn't even
Glad I made it back in for that.
Yep.
He just single-handedly destroyed them. That was like a perfect initiation.
I didn't even see where he came from.
Well, he
You
came
guys
in
were-
the backside with Earth Spirit too.
Okay.
Despite his early performance on Earth Spirit, I mean, he got everyone with that magnetized, and I think he hit like 3 people with the stun and 3 people with the silence.
Right. I remember I was having this conversation with you. It's like, oh, it's time to learn Earth Spirit. And then you kind of think you know how to play the hero. And then you see pros like, you know, triple silence, 4-man stun, magnetize on everybody, and you're like, okay.
That hero is honestly pretty damn just hard to play, in my opinion.
I think it's very similar to the new Kunkka where, oh, Clockwork Hook's gonna find him, but there's a lift available, but they actually can't lift him out. Global Silence is gonna be there. Defensive Force Staff, and it looks like he will survive thanks to the no-feel. Here comes Monet on the back line. He gets Defensive Force Staff out, and as you can see, these Force Staffs are doing a lot of work for both teams.
I think after that team fight, LFY just try their best to avoid fights wherever possible and wait for the Hurricane Pikes to come up on their cores, because without those, I think it's a little too risky for them to take fights.
Yep. But once those come online, a lot of the ig.V combination is just not that effective, right? The Clockwork Hook initiation with the global on top, it's very easy for LFI to reposition. But hopefully by then, you'll have Slark Shadowblade, and he could be the initiator, and you definitely cannot, you know, force away from Pounces.
I don't even think he's going for it. I mean, look at his item build. Drums, he's got an Ogre Club. I think he's just going straight for the...
BKB?
Yeah.
Or is it Echo? Okay, that's a pounce on Monet. LPC with the Astro. Man. That's the counter, dude. And now we've got Sniper sieging from a mile away. Nothing you could do about that. Alright, they will go for the deny.
disown their mid tower.
Yeah, I went for the Midas. I actually think this is one of the better ways to play Nyx now.
Go Midas.
Just go for that Midas, and then go straight for...
Aghanims.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way to play Nyx. I think like...
Well, I mean, I want to say it's the only way. You can get a lot done with that. As long as you get things done without the Midas, then you're fine. Oh,
Yeah.
are they gonna find someone here?
Yeah,
are.
they do. I think they scanned them earlier, so... Dogfights. Ooh, but the rocket kind of going overhead. Scouting out the smoke breaking. They'll back off. Rocket meant for Roche, but Now one thing they did not count on is the fact that Slark takes a while to come online, like at least 20 minutes of farm.
The dire might
And with this build, I don't think he'll ever come online.
Okay, wait. So I know I missed a bit of the game. What happened to Super's farm? This one got 61 CS. It's 17 minutes into the game.
He's been fighting with his team a lot, instead of just AFK farming.
They must have been fighting a lot.
Yeah, he's also died a couple of times, so. And you can see by draw ranger's skill build, right? Max on the Frost Arrow, 3 points in the Precision Ore. They're looking to take some fights. They're gonna go into Roche now. Always a very dangerous prospect to do it against a Clockwork. Rocket will find it out, and Monet's at half HP. This could be bad. LPC.
He has to block the hook for him. He did not
Oh,
block it for him.
oh, and the global comes on top. Defensive force side will come out. Monet's on the right side. LPC will Astro himself. Okay, Gus is gonna be there. They're gonna try to turn it around. Monet's trying to kind of orb walk to the best of his abilities. He's very low, and you can see that Xiaowei controlling the pit with his AoE. Life drain, keeping himself as well as some friends alive. But Super, he's gonna get caught. Does he have a force staff? He does have Aegis. He's gonna right click the cogs. And Sakata's not right-clicking his cogs, buying back from LPC, tossing him away. It looks like Super will save the Aegis on the way out. Whew.
That looks so bad for LFY, and they made it work.
I thought that was a suicidal play, like going for the the Roche pit like that.
You know the drill.
Yeah, but they all. I mean, they were all like low life too because of
Yeah.
the Roshan clap.
The dire might want
That
to
was
mine their top tower.
pretty damn impressive, man. Force staff is just winning them the game.
Yeah, force
Drow
staff.
Ranger was able to get away.
Huh, I am surprised they're not upgrading these Hurricane Pikes.
I mean, Super did. They have
Yep.
2 of them now.
Monet is Monet's a Dragonlance. He's going for a straight Shadow Blade.
I think he's going for Shadow Blade.
I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna hookshot you, they're gonna have dust at the ready. Sakata will force staff away.
But if you can't be seen, how can they hook you?
I mean, they're gonna hook you when you're pushing, and then they're gonna dust you.
Oh, look at Super. That salve efficient, he drops everything.
All right, that's a little scary.
You get hooked and you have
Yeah.
all your items destroyed.
That's one way to lose the game. All right.
Hey, if ZSMJ can lose a relic and still win, I'm sure you can lose a Hurricane Pike
Yeah, that was also like
and 2 Wraith Bands.
8 years ago, where nobody will push you.
Everyone saves for 7 buybacks.
Yeah. Well, Paparazzi is getting quite a bit of time, but unfortunately he's built himself BKBs and drums. We'll be very good at kind of zoning out both Sniper and Drow, but ultimately I'm not sure how much damage he can kill. He really needs to rely on his Essence Shift. Alright, mid lane, shall we? Looks like he's gone back for the mech. They don't want to go for him. They want to look for a more important kill. That is really disciplined ganking, right? Because a lot of times you're just like, okay, that's a support, let's get the kill. And it looks like they'll, because of their
Yeah,
breed,
they want more.
they'll miss out. Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, they do get some dewarding done.
Trouble brewing at Radiant
Yep.
tower.
What do you think Super is going next?
Radiant's bottom tower seen better days.
I think he needs more life. I would probably just go into that Scotty build. If you don't go into Scotty, then
Radiant's mid
maybe buy Maelstrom and then you buy Scotty and then Mjolnir. I like that build a lot.
Is something like SNY just kind of too weird? Especially with the nerf to the range components of it?
I don't really like it too much when you're against an OD, and especially since you have to deal with a Stark. I think having that Scotty is really good.
Okay.
It just doesn't offer you as much, that's all.
I mean, Scotty is a little bit more expensive than SNY, but yeah, I hear you. That the Frost attack is super helpful. Not much
I mean,
gold
you
to
just,
work
you
with.
don't you just want those stats too because you're against an OD.
Sure. Xiaowei walks up. He knows he has a little bit of backup. They need to Astro him right now. Rubik doesn't have the Astro. He steals Magnetize though. LPC walks in, drops a Magnetize, but he doesn't really have a way to kind of proc it on everything else. Paparazzi comes in. He does have his BKB ult simultaneously turned on. He will leap away towards the tail end of it. And you can see the Shadow Blade coming through. Assassinate from a mile away. They want in July. He's very tanky. Global's going to come out. The second fight happening again. Yao gets seen. He gets blown up by Sakata. And now Dogfight re-engaging on the
huge
left
kill.
side. Meanwhile, on the right side, we do have Super going onto the low ground, but it's 4 for nothing. Paparazzi. Looks like he's
Not
going to
over yet.
TP
They're gonna
out.
get him.
Okay, that means he's dead a second time, right? Because the rest of the team is coming in. Pouncing up. Woo, juke left. He missed. Force staff? How do you miss that kill? The roll? They don't hit him. Super will be able to juke.
Not
He does
over
have
yet.
force staff in 8. He's juking. His teammate's alive. Pugna. He will have a little bit of Decryptify help. And defensive force staff from Pugna. They got a mech on him as well. And now Assassinate granting a little bit of vision. Oh, why did he...
Super cancel.
Oh my god, he could have got
If he
the...
didn't cancel, he would have killed him because the drain would have kept going.
Yeah, but I don't think he knew how much damage they were gonna do with that Nether Ward.
won't last much longer.
How did they not kill Super? That was a totally misplay by the team.
Super didn't want to kill himself.
Dude, when he committed for that TP, I thought he was dead. Sniper juking 5. Alright. Well, LFY says we're gonna go right back. You don't have ults? We do? Let's go. That shows some.
Yeah, they slightly overcommitted in the mid lane. The sentry placement just revealed Yao, and they killed off Yao without him casting anything, and just turned the fight around entirely.
And I think Yao is the most important person on the team in terms of like providing the lockdown for the team. Paparazzi in the front line. Get back, Ethan.
Look at that damage. He
Yeah.
lost 1,000 life.
Alright, they get the tower, they get hooked, but he's got the defensive force staff. Immediately back they go. And now Yao taking a lot of damage. Just silence on everybody. Dogfights making it happen right now. Monet gets Astroed out right under the sentry. Oh no, that was a defensive Astro. And I do believe he will die. LPC running on the right side. He's trying his best to juke. That was Dark Pack? I'm not exactly sure why he is like glowing purple. It looks like that was some silencer spell. That's another 5-man wipe. These pushes are way too costly.
Alright. You know, when I saw Dogfights play Earth Spirit in the early game, it seemed a little lackluster. He was missing a lot of spells. Made some really weird plays up top with that one tower dive. But he's winning them these team fights single-handedly.
Yeah.
Like he did the most damage in the team fight. He's triple stunning people, triple silencing people. He even caught out Xiao Wei when he was on the high ground. Alright, I'm convinced he's an Earth Spirit player.
Yeah, that's why they second pick Earth Spirit for him, I suppose. Now IG is right back, and we keep saying that this Slark is not having a good game. Well, looks like we're wrong. When you have the teammate to back you up like that, you're definitely having a good game. He's got Assange, and I think that's going to be the Echo Saber. No, he's going to be SNY, so he's looking to go for the race car Slark build. They want to go right back.
Oh, they smoked.
Yeah, this is big. They're saying there's vision up here. Rocket into a hook. This could be a game winner. They lift him up. Global's going to come out. They find LPC. And they're going to go for Yao as well. Yao trying to survive. He will go down. That's one kill. Monet will go invis. So far, it's only one that they got. But they got an important one because he's the lockdown. He's the chase.
Boom, there it goes.
I think LGD.FY was lucky that one was all they lost.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Could have been disastrous for them, but they're pretty close to the base and they have a lot of mobility, these force staffs. As long as you don't get like three-man cog, you should be okay.
So what do you do now if you're LGD.FY? Is it kind of more of an item thing, or is it more of your draft now catching up to you?
I mean, you can definitely see that they are pretty squishy. And IG just steamrolled them 2 times in a row. I think they were still like fine until they lost that team the team fight in mid. And that just gave IG enough momentum to fight straight into them without having to lose anyone.
So is there any way you could remedy this situation?
I think they have to play much more defensively now. They can't lose any more team fights. They just need to farm, and they're definitely not out of it right now because at the end of the day, you're still a Drow lineup. If you just win one team fight, a lot can happen off of that.
Okay, well, IG is feeling confident going into the Roshan pit. LGD.FY does have some tools. They could drop things like a shrapnel in it for scouting and damage output, but Sniper is up top. He's not porting in. Alright, he will finally pour it in right under the rocket flare.
That rocket flare gave him away that position though.
Yeah. No, Roche is at half HP. They're scouting out. We might get into one of those situations where both teams are thinking about taking Roche. I don't think at this point LGD.FY could actually go inside a Roshan pit anymore. It wasn't like that last Roche attempt where they somehow got out alive. Right now, IG has way more damage than they did before.
Oh, Drow Ranger is opting for that third force staff, which I think is the right choice. They need as many as they can.
Wait, what are you talking about? Who's going to be KP?
Is it BKB?
He's got an Ogre Club, right?
Oh, my bad, dude.
Dude, you tired.
Sleep too.
Global
Alright,
coming
thought.
out. Xiao Wei gonna be okay for now. He pops some mech mostly just for himself. Everybody's disengaging. Global has been worn out. BKB's wearing down as well. So if LGD.FY wants to re-engage, this is the fight to do so. Super running away still. He's somewhat quite slow, but the blink forward, we've seen this build work. And now Monet caught in an awkward spot. On the left side is going to be Yao getting initiated on. Super still back out again, but Paparazzi now focusing on him. Super going to be dead. He's getting some drain, but no! Sakata drops a hammer, kills both cores in one go, and now he's chopping up the back line. It looks like 2 games in a row
Oh, GG
OD
is called.
cannot be contested. Man, damage output is insane.
Looks like we lost one.
That's GG.
Man, LFY just lost 3 team fights in a row. I feel like I can't even say that much because I missed like the entirety of the mid game.
Yeah, it
I thought I thought they had like a pretty decent early game, and then all of a sudden, IG just turned things around. I guess I clocked it more than you gave them credit for.
Well, I think a big part of that was Alpha was winning a lot of fights, but they didn't go back and supplement the farm, right? They just kept fighting. And I think Clockwork, as a hero, is like, yeah, sure, we'll keep bringing the fights. I think Clockwork, by far, definitely the MVP. Does he have? He has the highest damage output of his whole team. Am I reading this right?
Yeah, you're reading it right. 15,000 damage compared to the rest of his team. He did more damage than an OD.
Okay.
Pretty impressive.
I guess Blaymail put in a lot of work there. He actually did the highest damage in the whole game as a Clockwork. Okay. All right, guys, that's game 2. The series is now evened up 1 game apiece. Remember, the loser of this game is eliminated from the China Summit 6 qualifier. So a lot on the stake. We'll be back for game 3, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and we'll see you in a bit.